Chinese leader Xi Jinping continues his European tour as he and his French counterpart met for the second straight day on Tuesday. Advisors to the French president described the trip as Macron establishing an outside of a protocol personal relationship, which he has a history of doing with his counterparts. Eun-jin reports.
The trip to Europe by China's head of state Xi Jinping, which began in France, coincides with the 60th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic ties between the two countries. In a press conference, French President Emmanuel Macron expressed gratitude to Xi for making the trip to France at such a sensitive time for the world and highlighted the importance of a stable EU-China relationship.
The France-China relationship is steeped in history and features mutual respect and mutual trust. I believe it can play a useful role beyond bilateral relations and, to a large extent, promote EU-China relations and world stability.
Following a trilateral meeting with Macron and European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen in Paris on Monday, the Chinese leader visited the Pyrenees Mountains in southern France on Tuesday. Accompanied by their wives on the trip, Xi and Macron met for the second straight day, with talks said to have been friendly in nature. Reports say Xi made few concessions on a number of issues raised by Macron, including Beijing's ties with Moscow on the prolonged war in Ukraine. Following traditional performances by locals, Macron gifted Xi a woolen blanket made in the Pyrenees, along with a Tour de France jersey and Armagnac from the nearby southwestern region, which is a brandy at risk of Chinese trade sanctions. Advisors to the French president described the trip as being in line with Macron's history of trying to establish outside of protocol personal relationships with his counterparts. With Xi, he wasn't able to hug or make other gestures like winking or slapping his counterparts on the back, which he had done in the past with U.S. President Trump and Russian President Vladimir Putin. France was the first leg of the Chinese president's three-nation European tour from May 5th to 10th. Xi arrived in Serbia on Tuesday to continue a trip that is seen as an attempt to split U.S.-led anti-China initiatives in Europe. Next up on Xi's European tour is a trip to Hungary. For both Serbia and Hungary, China is the largest trading partner outside the European Union. Eun-jin, Arirang News.